Hello and welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. My name is WW Dadman, but you already know that. And as you see, we are on the main menu. We have the log of the last update on here. So, of course, we're gonna have a look at what's new in KSP 1.7. Room to maneuver. So, essentially what they added is a stock version of Precise Node, which is really nice. We're gonna have a look at that very quickly in just a second. We're going to read this log here for a moment. As the name implies, it's full of features and improvements to help you guide your rockets through space, navigational tool upgrades, at the top of your flight screen, you'll see mysterious new icons next to the altimeter. Click that and you have the radar altimeter instead of the absolute altimeter. And yeah, other than that, we've also got a flight screen on the bottom left, which does the whole well, it also does the overlay part of Kerbal Engineer, where it tells you your apoapsis and stuff. And it does maneuver notes. We're going to have a look at that. Also, visually, there's been an update to the RCS stuff, the ant, the twitch, and the puff, as well as the thruster blocks, Werner engines. Yeah, basically the very small thrusters. Also, we've got art improvements on the Twitch and Spider. As in, they've got new variants. Nice. And of course, the background galaxy map is new. And action windows now have scroll bars, no freaking long drop-down menus anymore. So that's that. So let's actually have a look at that. Resume saved. Let's just go with something that has nothing in process. So yeah. First of all, we're going to fast forward till night and see that there's now the galaxy a little bit different. Looks a little bit nicer, in my opinion. Anyway. Sunrise, sunrise. And there we are. Good. Let's have a look at the new designs. We're going to just put something on this pod real quick. As in the Spark, oops, now has variants. The Twitch also has a variant in black. That's the Kerbodyne Mastodon that already had variants. Those had variants. The Terrier engine now also has these. Cheetah already had those. The Wolfhound also did. The Flea solid rocket booster also has variants, but I think that's nothing new. So does the Hammer. Same variants, I guess. And yeah, new designs on the Spider in general. As in, this just looks better now. Also has a variant. That's a really cool variant. I like that. Same for the Ant. Also has a bear one. And just generally better looks. And then we've got the RCS ones. The place anywhere RCS thrusters now have nicer little rings on their thruster nozzles. And the vernier also looks a little bit more sleek. So yeah, that's generally what has been updated from the point of what stuff looks like. Let's just really quickly put together a rocket that can I just have the right size? That can go to space or something. I'm going to assume that can go to space. I'm not gonna put a heat shield on that. That doesn't need one. I'm just going to stick an orange tank. That was no. These? No. Which one was the orange tank? That's too big. Since they now all actually look the same, it's a little bit hard to find the one that I want. That's the really big stuff. That's the frickin' small stuff. This? No. Excuse me? Oh, down here. There. That's an orange tank. Now it is. And we're just going to put that together as a pseudo delta for heavy or something. Like, that's probably the easiest replica I've ever done. I'd like this to be symmetric, and I'd like you to be here. Yeah, doesn't even need an upper stage for all I care. Just needs the... Excuse me. What this also needs maybe is like a bunch of these. That's probably a little bit much. Like, put like 2 of these, that should be fine. And like, I don't know. That. So we definitely don't run out. That goes when that goes. Those go off. And we need engines, and for that, of course, we're gonna use the mainsail for obvious reasons. Mainsail does not have any new designs yet, so there's that. Are we gonna take the Wolfhound? How much better is the mainsail? Thrust 240, thrust 1000. Okay. Delta V. That's already been in, of course, since last time. Delta V, thrust to weight, and burn time. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to see. Where do I see? Why? Oh. You're being stupid, that's what. Get rid of that. You're dumb. That's the problem here. Okay, there we go. We have a thrust to weight of 1.7, burn time of 130 seconds, 4,000 delta V, so this can take us to orbit. I told you it doesn't need any boost, any extra staging up here. I mean, the Delta IV Heavy is a pretty damn powerful rocket, so modeling something after that should give you something really powerful. That's the big version? That's that version. And that also has now versions like that. I think this one works the best. That's the not Falcon Heavy. It's not a Falcon Heavy, it's a Delta IV Heavy. Does the Delta IV Heavy have completely wide things, or does it actually, like, does it look like this or like this? I don't know. I don't care right now either. Really. We'll need some struts, seeing as we don't have Kerbal joint reinforcement installed. I could auto strut, yeah, but I don't like auto strut because I never got used to it. Then we're gonna put 2 of these here and here and here. That looks kinda like the launch configuration for the Delta. Kinda, a little bit, maybe, hopefully. Either way, we want this to be the first thing to go off, and these go at the same time after that. And this is just gonna be a test launch, so just launch. We don't need to name it. So, as you see here, we have over terrain or over sea level. Just switching. That's really easy and really useful. I'd definitely love to have that in game at all times. And that's maneuver mode. You can have some nice little orbit informations here. Apoapsis, periapsis. I don't know what this is because my frame rate is in the way. Oh, that's probably time 2 apoapsis or something. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Either way, I can just basically X for cutting the stuff. SAS on. We have Delta V stuff up, basically, so everything's fine. Launch. It's just kind of a little bit like a Delta IV Heavy launch. Apart from the fact that I launch it in wing configuration already, so I don't need to turn it. Oops. I should have also throttled you down, shouldn't I? I should have just done the fuel lines. That's not what the real Delta IV Heavy does, but it's easier than throttling stuff down and up. And I'm not doing a really realistic Delta IV launch right now, since either way it doesn't matter. My apoapsis is at 40k already. I should probably be burning this way, kinda ish. Not game, please. I'm going to pin this so I can go back to full thrust as soon as these burn out. Apoapsis of 80, 90, that's fine. Just going to go ahead and keep this top heavy by pumping everything in here. You don't have fuel pumps. What? Why? Anyway. I'm just going to dump these. Looks kind of like the separation of a Delta 4. Anyway, we're coasting up. While we're doing that... Excuse me? What did I shoot out there? I don't remember shooting that out. Anyway, we're in space. Also, we add a maneuver here now. We have a nice little window down here that is basically precise node. So we can easily say, if we want to go like this, we don't need to pull here. We can also just... Do we have a plus minus? I mean, we have more maneuver nodes, which is really nice. If I set another maneuver node right here, we have maneuver 2, and we can switch just like with precise node. So that's a thing. We can delete it here, which is also nice. So that's completely there. Is that like a... Oh, that's the scale. You can really fuck it up, or you just can just... Oh, nice. You just say, I want this, and then go plus? Yeah. And I say I want 500 meters per... 50 meters per second of burn plus there. Can I have that? Oh, is that... Oh, is that... I don't... Oh, that's timing. Never mind. But you can set this down to half a meter per second and have that really slowly increase. You can still just move here if you want, but you can also set this down to 0.01 meter a second and just have this increase or decrease, which is really cool. Anyway, so this is a very nice version of precise node. You can also just put values. So if I say I wanted to burn 500 meters per second, I just do this and it gives me that. Or like 300 this way, and boom, I'm inclined. Or I'll just say I want 200 meters per second for each thing I do. So I can just do the plus minus here by just clicking. So it's basically precise node. Which is really cool, because that's actually a really good mod. And I'm glad that we now have stock capabilities of that. So we're gonna re-enter, and that's gonna be it. So yeah, that's basically all we had from here. That's the entirety of the update. A few visual changes, as well as the really, really nice combination of parts of the Kerbal engineer with this and everything. Like here we have over terrain and over sea level is the same since we are over the sea, so it doesn't matter. Advanced orbital info. We've got inclinations. We've got ejection angles. We've got... Wow. We also have approach info if you want target stuff. So that's cool. So yeah, this is basically the overlay that I usually have up here from Kerbal Engineer, combined with, in this mode, the Precise Node mod. Which is really cool to have in the game as a stock thing, because I definitely like not having to install a mod for quality of life stuff like that. I just wanted to turn that off. Oh, that already went with that. Because it doesn't matter. I'm getting bored. So is that gonna actually deploy the chute? Or is it out of physics range? I mean, it's 4.7 kilometers away. That's probably out of physics range. I mean, we're only 6 kilometers up, so... Oh no, it just deployed. That's fine. Huh, cool. Also, you can remove the helmet. Hi, Vel. You are Vel, right? Yeah. I'm going to time warp a bit. Physical time warp should be fine. Yeah, there is the capsule on the chute going down. Actually, that landed already, didn't it? Let's go over there and investigate. Did that crash? That would be really stupid. Yeah, that landed. Everything's fine. Almost landed on it. Nice. Either way, so yeah, that would be what is in this update. As I said, really nice to have the quality of life stuff in without needing mods. Especially Precise Node. That needed to be in, like, ages ago, basically. Now it is in. I'm still going to be using Precise Node and Kerbal Engineer on my playthroughs for the foreseeable future, since all the mods other than that I want to use are not up to date yet. And I definitely don't want to go ahead and re-update every mod and get everything going again with the setup I have for the next season after the current one. And I'm perfectly fine with finishing that one in 1.6 and the new one in 1.6.1. And then we're gonna do the 1.7 stuff. I don't know what we're gonna do there yet, but either way, for now, we've got the command seed only thing to finish, and we have the upcoming fully reusable space program in 1.6.1. That is completely set up with all the mods I wanted, and I am going to start that as soon as the other season is done. However, until then, I'd say thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video, and until then, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and until next time, I'm WWDadmin. Bye.